Okay, hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to another reaction for the month of Gore 2022. And I'm here to watch a new Mist of Nightmare video, and this is 3 scary. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 true scary stories with footage. Oh, that means it's real. Look at this guy. I'm sure we're gonna see that guy in the fucking video. Is this in a video game? I just realized that because everything in the background looks like a video, or maybe is it like drawn? Let's look. Oh, whatever. Who gives a shit? Yeah, it's drawn. It definitely is. Look at the squares on the door is not even right. Look. So what the hell? You with footage, but there's a picture, and it's like a drawn picture. Anyway, let's get to it. Link in the description. I'm not too sure. I don't know if Mr. Nightmare doesn't like people reposting their stuff. It did have a warning in the last video I watched. But I was thinking about it, and that's probably for people that actually repost his videos, like just repost it, because I see a ton of people do Mr. Nightmare reactions, so I'm assuming it's fine. Link in the description. He has 6 million subscribers. I'm sure he's fine, you know. Anyway, so yeah, at least watch one more. So let's get to it. This one sounds spooky. I would turn the lights out, but I'm a pussy. Anyway, let's go. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, see. Yeah, he puts TikTok, so I'm assuming just like portions of his video get taken, just like scary parts, I guess. Super scary parts, and then edited down to 60 seconds.
This happened last October, close to Halloween. My parents and brother were making the trip from Florida to Tennessee to help my grandmother move into our house. They wouldn't be back for a few days. Naturally, I thought it would be nice to have the house to myself for a couple days instead of traveling for hours in a car.
Is this the footage?
On the second night of enjoying the alone time in my house, my heart dropped when I heard almost what sounded like a hand slap against my bedroom window. My house is one story in a rural area with few neighbors. After ruling out any animals or natural ways this could have happened, I decided to take a look for myself. So I moved the blinds to see if I could get a look at anyone running, hoping it was just a prank. I was almost annoyed to see no one.
Completely.
What happened next made the situation go from confusing to frightening. When I started to hear the doorknob to the door being forcefully shaken and twisted, causing almost a bang at the door. And because of this, my dog started barking loudly, increasing my adrenaline in the situation.
Oh no! Hey, can you let me in? Hey, I'm just sure. Oh, fuck off! Don't open it. Hey! Would you get away from my door? This is my door. This is my door. It's my door. What the fuck?
Thinking okay, that was it could still just possibly be a prank by one of my few friends. I knew I was alone. I began recording a video on Snapchat to send to my friends so that I could maybe confirm it was one of them. The first video starts with me standing a few feet back from the door to see if I could record it being moved again. And eventually I try to record outside the glass doors.
So I love. This is why I'm so happy I live in an apartment complex. Not that you're safe immediately in an apartment complex. It's just. It's a little safer.
Video ends when I'm terrified to hear behind me that my screened-in patio back door was just forced open. Before I could even turn around, my phone drops to the floor. I send the first video to my 3 friends. Whoever this was behind my house still couldn't get inside, but it was freaking me out knowing they weren't afraid to try. I wait a few minutes, and 2 of my friends send snaps from their homes, claiming their innocence and asking to keep them updated. Still a little freaked.
Shit, I'd be calling the cops.
The fuck? I realized my last friend Logan had opened the snap but didn't respond, which ironically would be the one person out of my group to try something like this. Feeling more confident it was Logan. I decided
it was Logan Paul. He was waiting until he died so he could film.
Start a new video with flash on and tried to take a look from the backyard if there was anyone in the open grass yard.
Spooky skeleton man. Ah, he looks like some shit from Army of Darkness. Hey, what's up, buddy? Don't open it. What are you doing? Okay, I thought he was opening it. Oh, there's a bang at the door. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey! Come at me, bro. Don't come at. Please don't. Please don't do it. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know. I don't know if I believe this, but his little like, oh, what are you doing? Like, what's your brilliant plan there?
Locked. I walked out hoping Logan would pop out to try and scare me. I checked behind some bushes and scrap wood on the side of my house.
Alright, that makes sense.
Instead, I was greeted with just darkness and quiet.
Just get it over with.
Only after 15 seconds of walking outside, I was immediately uncomfortable with the situation I was putting myself in. My fears got the better of me, and I decided to just go back inside. I stopped the video and returned to my living room. Logan finally responds to my snap, causing my breathing to halt when I see a picture of him in bed with his girlfriend saying, "What the fuck, bro? Call the cops." I immediately call 911 and make sure no windows or doors could be unlocked. I was advised to keep all doors locked and to call back if I hear any more forceful entry noises.
You should always keep them locked anyway.
It was only days later that I would rewatch the saved videos to find a creepy black figure
Oh, I was right!
Watching me behind my tool shed while
it was a thing. I thought maybe it was a shadow.
Scrap wood and bushes, almost looking like they were deciding to attack me or not.
Oh, cool, we get to see it. Dang!
Seeing it for the first time.
It's probably just guy trying to case the joint. And it was like, oh yeah, nobody's here. Maybe it's somebody he knew wasn't his friend. It was like, oh shit, he's alone? I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna steal his shit because he's a weakling. He goes, oh yeah, oh boy, every time he picks up a phone. So his ass is donezo. I'm gonna steal all of his shit.
And even now,
and he's like, she's awake. Oh look. And he got like not stage fright. What's the just fright? I guess. He's not scared of him because he's a weakling. What would it be? I guess it would be like stage fright. He's like, oh no, I don't want him to see me because he might cry and then I'll be scared and run away. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
It makes me want to throw up from fear. Nothing has happened since, but I still wonder how what could have happened had I made eye contact with the figure watching from the corner of that shack.
What's wrong with you? Okay.
I'm a 17-year-old boy living in a small neighborhood in the Midwest of the United States. The neighborhood I live in is a tight-knit community, one where everyone knows each other and is usually friendly towards one another. My street is a small cul-de-sac with 3 houses on each side and one at the end. The cul-de-sac itself rests on a small hill. At the bottom is a lake surrounded by forest and other houses.
I never lived on a cul-de-sac, but I lived next to pretty close to a cul-de-sac. Was that needed information? No, but I just wanted to share a little bit something about me. Fuck it, whatever.
Very dense forest, but it's far away from any densely populated city, and it gets very.
It was the best for yard sales though, because there would always be like 3 yard sales right there, and you could just go. Nice. I used to do yard sales a lot.
Quiet at night, with the exception of some dogs.
There was always yard sales to the point where they just did like a whole like street yard sale thing, whatever.
Parking, a late night driver, and on rare occurrences, you can hear a coyote in the distance. One night at around 2 a.m., both my mother and older brother, whom I live with, were off in their respective rooms, either sleeping or just keeping to themselves.
As they
I too was about to go to sleep.
Oh, I see. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's hot. I'm sorry.
Time was just resting and watching a YouTube video in bed.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Videos in, I heard
this is my bed, I guess.
Strange sound coming from across my room. It was a sort of soft thud, as if someone had lightly tapped the wall across from my bed. I wasn't alarmed when I first heard it, figuring it was my cat Spot coming to sleep at the foot of my bed.
Wait, I'm sorry. Ho. Your cat Spot? What?
Right. I sat up to see what he was doing, but he was nowhere to be found. In fact, there was nothing in my room that was out of place or that could even make such a noise. However, I didn't hear the noise again, so I went back to YouTube, and after a while, completely forgot that it even happened.
I'm surprised you could even rest in your bed with the strobing fucking light going on.
That was until I heard another noise. But unfortunately for me, this noise was not a quiet thud or tapping sound. It was much more unsettling. Coming from outside.
It was one of my intro videos.
The direction.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to our video.
Of the lake, I heard loud screeching sounds.
I
thought it might have been some kind of animal, but it sounded eerily similar to a child crying, or maybe even screaming.
Scared of a child? I can fucking beat up 10 children right now. I wouldn't. I'm just saying, I have the strength to do that. I wouldn't do that. I'm just saying, if 10 demon kids show up, or like, bleh, I'd be like, whoof, whoof. I pick one up, fucking use it as a nunchuck, fucking take them all out. No, I'll get my ass beat. They pile on me like it's Shadow of the Colossus.
Open my window to get a better listen.
You ever wonder what Shadow of the Colossus would look like if it was a 10-player multiplayer game?
Child crying, or maybe even screaming. I opened my window to get a better listen to what I was hearing, and took a recording to show my
Someone's
friend.
watching the Boss Baby outside. Terrifying. I'm sorry for ruining this video. I
I
apologize.
opened my window to get a better listen to what I was hearing.
I'm having a
took
good
a
time.
recording to show my friend. By this point, I was starting to get a bit freaked out, so I went to my brother's room to see if he heard it too. I was hoping that maybe it was all in my head, and that I was just tired. But no, he heard it too.
He heard it too.
The friend I sent the recording to agreed it was creepy, and sounded like either an animal in pain or
Let's
a
hear it.
crying kid. The more I thought about it, the creepier it became. If it was an animal in pain,
Let's hear
why
it.
haven't I ever heard a sound even remotely similar to this in the many years I've lived in this house?
Because you've never had a... Yeah, whatever. That's the noise, really? It sounds so fucking far away. I thought it would be like right there. Oh, that... Hello, Moto. That one scared me more than anything.
It didn't sound
like
even
whistling
remotely
almost.
similar to a fox, coyote, or any animals I know about, and this forest isn't big enough for an animal much bigger than that. And if it was a child, why was it alone, screaming and crying in the woods in the middle of the night?
It was a feral
And there
child.
was that thud that I heard from earlier that night. Was that somehow connected, or is it simply a coincidence that I heard two creepy sounds in the matter of minutes? I haven't heard any kind of noises like that since, and by that I am glad. But to this day, it still creeps me out that none of us could truly figure out what could have created those sounds.
Alright. Peter Carpenter. Related to John?
I live in an apartment in a two-family house.
That's cool.
I'm on the lower level. The owner of the house, Rob, lives upstairs sometimes, but he has multiple houses, so he's not really here that often.
Oh no.
Rob and I are pretty much
There's gonna be
friends by
somebody
this
up
point,
there.
so he tells me when he's going to be gone for extended periods of time. During the time of this story, Rob had told me he'd be gone for 2 weeks out of state.
God damn.
He told me this so that I would know that I could put both my cars in the driveway. I spend a lot of my nights in the living room reading. My level of the house has access to the back door and the deck outside, so you can probably guess where this story's going. I was reading my book on the couch in the living room by the lamp. Complete silence in the room, aside from the night crickets outside. Just the way I liked it.
Fucking hate.
When
Oh, you
bang,
like those?
There was
There's a
quite
bang
literally
at
a
the
bang
door.
on the glass of the sliding back
Oh my
door.
god, there's a bang at the
I
door.
obviously jumped out of my skin. That door led to the backyard. Nobody should ever be back there knocking on it. I wondered if maybe Rob had returned early, but that didn't seem likely. It was just one...
Rob with his trademark bang at the glass door. I thought he was here. He banged at the door and then to hang out.
I wondered if maybe Rob had returned early, but that didn't
must
seem
be
likely. It was just one
must be a ghost. Or a zombie or whatever.
distinct bang, though. It could have been a fox or a possum running into it by accident. Still, I got up to go check it out. I moved the sliding blind out of the way of the door and turned on the deck light. The deck was clear, though.
Why did I just imagine a raccoon or a possum or whatever running into the glass door, and then it just being on the ground with like the birds around its head, like it got knocked out, you know, like a cartoon. I just imagine now. I'm like, why did I imagine that? I mean, I know it's 3 o'clock in the morning, but Jesus.
Moved the sliding blind out of the way of the door and turned on the deck light.
Like a real raccoon.
The deck was clear, though, as I thought it would be.
I imagine a raccoon.
I live in the calmest town ever anyway. Break-ins are never heard of here. I closed the blind on the door again, though, just because I do get a little uncomfortable.
You've never heard of them because they're that good. You didn't even know they're in there. That's how good they are. See, that's the scariest town. When there's no break-ins, you know they're just real good. They're real fucking good criminals. They go in there and fucking like Solid Snake, and you don't even know they're fucking in there.
Back of my head that someone's outside in the dark just watching me. I think that's a pretty normal feeling. A while passed because I finished a whole nother chapter in my book when it happened again. This time, though, it wasn't just a singular bang. It was a bunch of deliberate knocks or bangs on the glass. It had to be a person. It went on for a bit. So I turned off the lamp, and this is where I picked up my phone and started recording.
I don't like the complete blackness. Oh, fuck off. Stop it. Hey! What you want? What you want?
As I opened the blind and flicked on the light to the deck, the noises stopped, and there wasn't a single person in sight, not even an animal. I looked over the edge of the deck
Not
to see
even
if
a mouse.
maybe someone jumped over the railing. Nope, nothing.
Nope.
I didn't stay outside for long. I couldn't lock that door quick enough when I went back inside. By this point, I just went to my bedroom and shut the door and laid in my bed. I didn't know what the hell I had just witnessed outside. How there could be knocks at the door 1 second, then nobody there the next second. I was calling it a night. I wasn't planning on leaving my room again after that. I browsed Instagram and YouTube for a while on my phone, then turned it off and tried to go to sleep.
There's Pornhub, he's lying.
Silence for the longest time. And then right at the foot of my bed, there was a noise.
There's a monster.
The sound of someone exhaling. I screamed and dove for the light switch, and when the light turned on, my room was empty.
Oh, fuck
I stood
that.
paralyzed,
I'm
breathing
getting
heavily for
creepy.
a moment,
I'm
trying
getting
to
creepy.
comprehend what just happened.
I'm getting creepy,
I
bros.
searched under the bed and the closet, but there wasn't a soul in my room. I know what I heard, though.
How would you know?
It wasn't in my head, just like the door wasn't in my head. I slept in the living room after that, though I didn't feel much safer in there, fearing I'd hear bangs at the back door again.
This is why I would never live alone. Fuck that. Fuck that. If I did, I'd have 10 dogs. 10, exactly 10. Just like the amount of demon children shadow crossing.
It was a relatively sleepless night for me. Rob told me he's never
Looks like the house has 2 eyes.
experienced
You got a goofy ass face.
anything like this, and he couldn't think of it.
Hey, come inside me. It's a big ass house, by the way. God damn.
Anyone who might have wanted to target him for anything.
It's a
I never
goofy
had
ass.
believed in
Why
any.
does this house look so fucking goofy? It's just me. It looks goofy as fuck. It's probably because it's actually almost 4 o'clock in the
He
morning.
couldn't think of anyone who might have wanted to target him for anything. I never had believed in anything paranormal until that night. I haven't had any experiences that intense ever since, though.
It was probably the porno he was watching. There was a part where like the cameraman went, ugh, and he was like, oh, oh. Horrifying haunted houses that take it too far. Yeah, there's ones where they like spit in your face and stuff, and then call you names and smack you in the face and rub your butt, and it's weird. And give you a little kiss. Put your knees, dominate you. Climb up on you like a shadow colossus. Give you a DDT. Like, all right, now we're just getting into wrestling moves. Give you a suplex, Hurricane Rana, German suplex. There's like 15 different suplexes in fucking in the WWE. And then you think they come up with a new name? Anyway, there you go. 3 true scary stories. The last one got creeped me out a little bit, I will say. They all had like creepy moments, but then it was all like, oh, this guy was standing in that tool shed. But like I don't know. I don't buy stories like that. You know, it's a little too convenient to have like something kind of spooky there. You know, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it might be real. I don't know. I just if you could just suspend your disbelief and imagine like these are all little short movies, almost like short actual stories, not like not act like a fake story, like a fictional thing, then it's creepy. I'm just trying to cope. Anyway, there you go. That's it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Bye.